It is expected to be another tough day for flyers at Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey. It is now day 11 of disruptions after an outage left air traffic controllers in the dark for a short time. Today, the CEOs of the 5 largest U.S. airlines are set to support the Trump administration's plan to spend billions of dollars on upgrades. Chris Van Cleave spoke with Delta Airlines CEO in an exclusive interview. Chris, good morning.
Well, good morning. Delta CEO Ed Bastian says he fully supports upgrading the air traffic control system. And that conversation comes in the wake of last Monday's outage, which appears to at least in part be due to a fried copper wire. Now, United Airlines is asking the FAA to reinstitute limits on the number of flights allowed per hour at Newark, controls the FAA eliminated back in 2016. For about 90 seconds last Monday, air traffic controllers directing flights into Newark Liberty Airport lost communications and their screens went blank.
We don't have a radar, so I don't know where you are.
Flights about to take off were ordered to wait.
3 of their 4 radar screens went black, and they have no frequencies.
We're about 10 or 15 minutes from landing, and all of a sudden the ETA on the map shows like an hour and 40 minutes.
Brad Wickham was over the Atlantic, headed to Newark from London. His flight eventually diverted to Hartford, delayed for hours.
I feel like air travel's gotten more expensive and less reliable.
Several air traffic controllers went on trauma leave after the equipment failure, and in the nearly 2 weeks since, there have been more than 4,000 delays and over 1,000 cancellations in and out of Newark Airport. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is set to announce his plan to overhaul and modernize air traffic control later today.
We love efficiency, but safety is critical for us. And so if we feel like there's issues in the airspace, we'll slow it down.
Delta CEO Ed Bastian during a conversation for CBS Sunday Morning. You hear something like controllers' screens going black, controllers going on trauma leave. It concerns the flying public if it's safe to get on an airplane.
It's safe to get on an airplane. I'm not saying that the working conditions are acceptable. And I think that the controllers do an amazing job in terms of managing.
How concerned are you about how well that system can operate?
The system can't operate in its current form for too much longer. What we need is a significant investment by our government in air traffic control modernization, which I know this administration, I know the Secretary of Transportation is committed to delivering.
Now, Newark did show some improvement yesterday, and a bit of good news for flyers. The first day of Real ID yesterday went off without any reports of major delays or long lines nationwide. Vlad?
All right, Chris Van Cleave for us this morning. Thank you, Chris.